The rain was coming down so hard that Elena could barely see the road in front of her. She stood barefoot on the sidewalk outside the house she had called home for 6 years, clutching a small suitcase in one hand and her wedding ring in the other. Behind her, the front door slammed shut. Her husband had not even looked back. He had simply told her that a woman who could not give him children had no place in his life anymore. Elena stood frozen as water soaked through her dress. She had imagined many endings to her marriage, but never one where the man she loved would throw her belongings onto the pavement like they meant nothing. She slowly closed her fingers around the ring, fighting back tears. She had spent 6 years believing that love meant staying through sickness, disappointment, and difficult days. That night, she learned that some people only believed in love when everything went their way. Before we continue, if you believe everyone deserves kindness, dignity, and a second chance, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel. You never know whose heart might need a story like this today. Elena had once been the happiest woman in her neighborhood. She married Daniel when she was 26, believing she had found her best friend. They had built a modest life together, saving money, decorating their apartment, taking weekend drives, and talking about the children they hoped to have someday. But after years of trying, nothing happened. Doctors eventually told Elena that becoming pregnant might be extremely difficult for her. The news broke something inside her, but Daniel initially promised they would face it together. For a while, he kept that promise. Then his mother began filling his mind with cruel ideas. She told him that a marriage without children was pointless. She reminded him that the family name needed an heir. Slowly, Daniel changed. He stopped comforting Elena and started blaming her. Every family gathering became humiliating. Every pregnant woman they met became a reminder of what Elena could not give him. Elena tried everything she could. She visited specialists, followed treatments, changed her diet, prayed late into the night, and even considered adoption. But Daniel wanted a biological child, and eventually he stopped pretending that her feelings mattered. One evening, after another argument, he told her that he had already made his decision. He said he wanted a divorce. Elena stared at him as though she had stopped understanding the language he was speaking. She asked him whether 6 years of memories meant nothing. Daniel simply said that memories could not give him a child. Then came the words that destroyed her completely. He told her she had failed as a wife. That night, Elena left with one suitcase. She walked for nearly an hour through the storm because she had nowhere to go. Her parents were gone, and her only sister lived in another state. Elena eventually found shelter beneath the awning of a closed bakery. She sat on the cold pavement and cried silently, trying to make herself as small as possible. Across town, a black luxury SUV was traveling through the same storm. Inside sat Adrian Cole, the 38-year-old CEO of one of the fastest-growing technology companies in the city. To the outside world, Adrian had everything: wealth, influence, a beautiful home, and a company worth hundreds of millions of dollars. But behind the tinted windows, he was simply a tired father returning from work to his 7-year-old daughter, Sophie. Adrian had become a single father 3 years earlier after losing his wife to a sudden illness. Since then, he had learned that money could pay for schools, doctors, houses, and vacations, but it could not fill an empty chair at the dinner table. That night, Adrian noticed Elena sitting beneath the bakery awning. He told his driver to stop. At first, Elena was frightened when Adrian approached. She assumed he was another stranger who wanted something from her. She tried to move away, but Adrian noticed the suitcase beside her and the fact that she was shaking from the cold. He did not ask personal questions. He simply took off his coat and offered it to her. Elena refused. Adrian gently told her she did not need to trust him. She only needed to accept some warmth. Something about his voice made Elena finally look up. For the first time that night, someone was speaking to her as if she were a human being rather than a problem. Adrian asked whether she had somewhere safe to go. Elena shook her head. There was a long silence. Then Adrian said something she never expected to hear. "Come with me." Elena immediately stepped back. She told him she could not accept charity. Adrian looked at her suitcase and then at the rain pouring around them. He told her he was not offering charity. He was offering her a safe place to spend the night. Elena hesitated, but eventually accepted. When they arrived at Adrian's house, Sophie was waiting in the living room with a blanket wrapped around her shoulders. She had been awake because she was worried about her father. The moment Sophie saw Elena, she ran toward her. Elena instinctively knelt down. Sophie looked at her soaked clothes and asked whether she was cold. Elena smiled through her tears and said she was fine. Sophie disappeared upstairs and returned with her favorite pink blanket. She wrapped it around Elena and said she could keep it for the night. Elena nearly cried again. A child she had never met had shown her more tenderness in 5 minutes than her husband had shown her in months. Adrian offered Elena a guest room. The next morning, he arranged for her to stay at a small apartment owned by his company while she found work and rebuilt her life. Elena refused to remain dependent on him. She asked if there was any job she could do. Adrian remembered that Elena had worked in accounting before marriage. His company needed someone to organize financial records for a new division. He offered her the position. Elena accepted. She worked harder than anyone expected. Within months, she became one of the most trusted employees in the company. She was intelligent, organized, honest, and incredibly compassionate. She never treated the cleaners, receptionists, or interns as though they were beneath her. Adrian noticed. But he also noticed something else. Elena had stopped believing she was worthy of love. She apologized constantly. She struggled to accept compliments. Whenever someone praised her work, she assumed they were only being polite. One evening, Adrian found her alone in the office after everyone else had gone home. He asked why she was still working. She admitted she was afraid that if she stopped being useful, people would stop wanting her around. Adrian understood that fear better than she realized. He told her that Sophie had once asked him why he worked so much. He had told his daughter he worked because he wanted to give her a good life. Sophie had replied that she did not need a bigger house. She needed her father at home. That conversation had changed Adrian. He realized that people often spend their lives chasing what the world calls success while ignoring the people who make life meaningful. Slowly, Elena and Adrian became friends. Then they became something more. But Adrian never rushed her. He knew Elena had been hurt by a man who had measured her worth by her ability to have children. He wanted her to know that he saw her as a woman, a friend, and eventually, perhaps, someone he could love, not as someone who needed to prove herself. One afternoon, Elena received a phone call from Daniel. He wanted to meet. She almost refused. But she agreed. Daniel arrived at a quiet cafe and apologized for the way he had treated her. He told her that his second marriage had already fallen apart and that he had realized too late what he had lost. Then he asked her to come back. Elena listened quietly. For years, she had dreamed of hearing those words. But when they finally came, they no longer had the power she expected. She told Daniel that he had taught her the most painful lesson of her life: sometimes losing someone is how you discover yourself. She stood up and walked away. Outside the cafe, Adrian was waiting. He had not followed her. He had simply been nearby because he knew the meeting might be difficult. Elena walked toward him with tears in her eyes. She asked him why he had been kind to her when she had nothing to offer. Adrian smiled and said she had been wrong. She had offered plenty. She had brought warmth into his daughter's life. She had reminded him that kindness mattered. She had made his enormous house feel like a home again. Then he told her something that made Elena's heart stop. He said he did not care whether she could ever have a biological child. He already had one daughter who loved her. And if Elena was willing, he wanted to build a family with her, not because she could give him children, but because he wanted to share his life with her. Elena cried. Not the desperate tears she had cried on the sidewalk. These were different. They were tears of relief. For the first time in years, she understood that she had never been broken. She had simply been loved by the wrong person. Months later, Elena and Adrian married in a small garden ceremony. There were no expensive decorations, no television cameras, and no business executives taking photographs. There was only family. Sophie walked down the aisle holding Elena's hand. At the reception, Sophie stood on a chair and announced that Elena was not just her father's wife. She was her family. Everyone laughed and cried. Years later, Elena still kept the wedding ring Daniel had given her. Not because she wanted him back. She kept it as a reminder of the woman she had once been, the woman who believed someone else's rejection could define her worth. She eventually placed that ring inside a small box and gave it to Sophie. She told her that if she ever faced rejection, she should remember one thing: being rejected by someone does not mean you are unworthy. Sometimes it simply means that person was incapable of seeing your value. Adrian stood nearby, watching the two people he loved most. He realized that the night he had stopped his car in the rain, he thought he was rescuing a stranger. He had been wrong. In the end, Elena had rescued him too. She had brought laughter back into his home. She had helped Sophie heal. She had reminded Adrian that family was not always created by blood. Sometimes family is created by choice. Sometimes the person who arrives broken into your life becomes the person who helps put your own heart back together. And sometimes, the most beautiful second chance begins on the worst night of your life. If this story touched your heart, please like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear that they are worthy of love, and subscribe for more emotional stories about kindness, courage, and second chances. And before you leave, I want you to do something special. Comment, "Everyone deserves a second chance," if you believe a person's worth should never be measured by what they can or cannot give someone else. Because Elena's story was never really about infertility. It was about dignity. It was about surviving rejection. And most importantly, it was about discovering that sometimes the door that closes behind you is not the end of your story. Sometimes it is the door that finally leads you home.